Hey everybody, welcome to another week. Sorry once again didn't get a holding space Sunday done, but actually ended up um being kind of good for me because I had done a card reading party for a bunch of ladies on Saturday night, so that I was just energetically spent yesterday, so I could not get it together for any sort of like um, tapping in. Uh, I was just had already just like the gas tank was empty, um, which is good because there's definitely a meditation I wanted to add with Holding Space Sunday, but unfortunately it's not fully written yet. So I always want to make it, so it's pokes me in the butt to get things done. All right, we're gonna take a look at the week. Um, let's take a quick look at what's going on, just so we can say, we kind of have a basis to go off for this week. So I think this week being different from the past couple, right now what's happening is um, we're kind of being brought back into a little bit of like we just moved into Leo season, so we're about to head into the Lionsgate portal. And then Venus also went into retrograde. So what I'm going to talk about is what that makes this week look like. So Leo season, um, there's a couple things, always about really what comes through just reading these two things is we're looking at a week of basically two things: balancing our energy, um, and the big thing that is like common in both is about heart chakra expansion. So expanding our heart chakra, the energy around that, the energy of love. So again, coming back and doing more work with self-worth, self-love, self-care. Um, so yeah, the highlights of Leo season, besides expanding our heart, is to shine and be seen, to follow our passion and let more joy into our lives this season, finding confidence, that kind of thing. So really starting to work on those things. Again, a lot more self work this week. Um, and then the Venus retrograde, well, there's a couple things going on with that. So again, lots of heart awakenings, focusing on our self love and our self worth, forgiveness, whether that's of self or another. And it's a really good time for relationship healing or a review of the relationships in our life and how we can um, enhance them, make them better, or if they're not serving us in some way that is beneficial, to taking the steps to heal it or release it. So we're still in this kind of like that phase, but the big focus of this week in particular, and then moving forward up to the Lionsgate, will definitely be about um, heart, 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 heart. Okay, I'm gonna take a break right there. Okay, sorry, had to take a quick break there. Had a household thing that had to be done immediately, so you probably heard me get called there and run out. But we're back. We're gonna do the cards now for the week, um, and hopefully this edits together okay. I'll have to maybe put a break in there or something. I don't know. I've never had to do that. I usually just wing it straight through. So anyway, okay, let's look at the cards for the overall for the week and see uh, what we're looking at. I'm definitely feeling like you said, like really focusing in on this energies of both those qualities of. Oh, and that's the other thing about Venus being in retrograde. It's retrograde in the sign of Leo. So a lot going on with that masculine and feminine energy, right? I often, well, I definitely look when I'm looking at the signs, Venus, obviously, Venus, the planet of love, but very, Lady Venus is generally the name that we give her, because she's very much the representation of the divine feminine, um, and representing the heart. And then Leo, I always, Leo the lion, this, there is lionesses, but there's definitely more of a leaning towards that masculine lion. If you ever see like imagery around Leo season, it's always, you know, the the male lion, the head of the pride, that kind of thing. It's more represented by the divine masculine. So this is kind of an interesting couple of weeks before we fully get into the Lion's Gate there, where we're going to have this nice like opportunity to look at the balance. So not just balancing energy levels, but probably more specific, focused on, definitely heart, but balancing our masculine and feminine energies within us so that we are optimally functioning. That sounded very robotic there. But we're at an energetic place where we're functioning at our top ability because we are in balance in those energies. So that is just, I'm just getting like a little bit of I guess, a download here that they're saying then. So we're, working with heart chakra this week, but then also working with sacral chakra, because that's where we balance those energies of our masculine and feminine energies. All right. I wanted to just do one of these cards, but 3 popped out. So we got Empress. I see the sacred in all beings and myself. Yeah, I feel like a lot of this energy too with this Venus retrograde and is retrogrades are always reflection and re any of the RE words. So realignment, we could go through a million of them, but it's just taking time to kind of look at the overall picture and fix what needs to be fixed. We also got the moon, very feminine energy there. I use my intuition and intelligence to guide me at all times. So yeah, I feel like we're just getting the push this week to like really get into um, looking at and refining our energy, our chakras, but also just how we present ourselves in the world energetically, and really just kind of balancing it out and cleaning it up. And we also got judgment, which I think we had last. I awaken to the timelessness of body, spirit, and soul. All illusions are shattered. Yeah, I think this is just really asking us, we're just taking stock of self, taking stock of what we need to look at overall, and just getting ourselves into a good energetic balance and position with a nice big loving open heart chakra. Back to the self work this week, but that's, and it feels like this week, and we'll see what the reading's like next week, but I don't want to say that we have like a reprieve, but I feel like we have a bit of it's not going to be as intense as it has been. It has been really intense in the energies. I've struggled some days to get things moving. So overall for the week, we got the number 1 card, which is Earth Magic. So again, adding another chakra, but making sure as we process, and balance all the other energies that we're staying grounded. But that also at this, we can really start to see at the base level magic unfolding for us. So, and a lot of times I think when we think of magic, it's all about, our third eye and our crown chakra, intuition, all of those things. But it's like now we will be able to like find practices that make it real for us here on this earth plane here right now. So yeah, again, lots of roots of abundance there, but feet on the ground. Well, they're not fully on the ground. In this picture, I think it's because it's also the energy of movement. So being grounded, but helping things move through by doing different kinds of movement. So, all right, staying grounded, but working on our chakras and balancing our energy. It's a true self-care week, but an energetic self-care week. We also got solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, and willpower. Which this is interesting too, because Leo is also associated with solar plexus chakra, that bright sun uh, illuminating energy. So yeah, we're kind of like basically we hit about every chakra kind of there, just making sure everything's in tune and up to date in terms of like that we're not like bypassing one of them to just work on the heart, right? We're making sure everything's in balance. So however you have to do that this week, whether that's you go get energy work yourself done on you, or you just make sure you're spending at each day of the week with the crystal that corresponds with root chakra today, and then Tuesday you can do sacral chakra with carnelian or whatever crystals you have. So just basically checking in, checking our levels, checking our alignment, and infusing and really putting in the self-care this week. And this is on a spiritual level, 100%. You can definitely do physical things to help balance those energies, but it's really focusing in on our alignment of energy and that it's in balance. All right, so for the week, we're going to go ahead and read the cards here. What I just wanted to say, what I did is that I was definitely getting that overtly like feminine rising with the Venus in retrograde. So not to discount the masculine side, but just that like the feminine is coming into her own a little bit during this retrograde. So that's going to be the type of cards I use. So I've taken the Keepers of the Light and the Angels and Ancestors and just pulled out the feminine, the Divine Feminine, and then we're using the Divine Feminine Oracle. And then we're also using the energy of the Rose Oracle, just because I find that it does have a very sort of ethereal feminine quality. So we'll be using that's what we'll be using for each day, and let's get to it. All right. Ooh. I didn't even have to shuffle that. It like instantly flipped. This is Monday. All right. Interesting. Yeah, and so the reason I picked these decks too is that I feel um, like I said, looking at balancing our energies, but also kind of stoking up that divine feminine. Once again, if you're male watching this, we all have an element of both divine feminine and masculinity within us. So, although this may seem overtly feminine in its reading, it's to encourage us to stoke up those energies, right? So yeah, I just wanted to have different. These cards tend to. I feel like it's going to be advice every day on how we can balance our energies, balance the masculine and feminine, um, and really, really get in tune and aligned with our chakras. Yeah, let's see what this has to say. It's kind of funny. Uh, Monday is already like, woo. Okay, the first card we got is She Wolf. It says, Unleash the wild within. So, yeah, sometime on Monday, it seems like the practice that we need to get going to kick off this week is like to just like move it or do something. I don't want to say do something wild and crazy because I be like I don't know what to do. Um, Even if you just went out, there's only a quarter moon right now. I think howled at the moon. I mean, you don't have to do anything that crazy, but like find something that like really is like stokes up the energy and just yeah, opens you a bit more into that energy. So we're kicking it off and getting it moving. We also got Catherine Labore, the patroness of miraculous healing. I am ready to heal. I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. So again, this is part of this like heart chakra opening, is that we are in this phase of healing. So I feel like this week I can kind of tell it's going to go. We're going to do a little bit of work at the beginning of this week on the healing part, so that by the end we're in a nice balanced position. We also got the Rose of Venus. Perfect. Alignment, flow, right relationship, and harmony. So yeah, it's asking us to like, again, it's really just about, it's kind of just the little memo that says, okay, we're going through this next period of time and we need to have you at your best. So let's start the things we need to do to heal, to be in alignment, to be in the flow, to be in right relationship with Earth, right? So Monday is also like, it's really giving me a big sort of root chakra vibe, and it might go, the 7 days we do here might go chakra by chakra. We'll have to see as we read the cards. Yeah, so just doing something wild. And even if you don't like particularly do anything today on this particular Monday read, is even just dreaming about what you would do, like your heart's desire, wild abandonment, like start to stoke up that energy. It doesn't mean you have to do something today. It just sort of feels like that's a good way to kick it off. And we're going to start putting this into alignment day by day. So that's Monday. All right, let's take a look at Tuesday. Ooh, I'll take that. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Oops. Okay, so the first one we got is Lady, and enjoy growth and reap rewards. So what I'm getting from this is for Tuesday, it's almost like let's do a quick, the advice card for this day would be, do a quick inventory of just how far you've grown at this point in your journey spiritually. Yeah, just and see, like, and enjoy the fruits of your labor. You've come this far, and like we've been through a lot. Everybody's been through a lot. So, it's almost like, and they're just saying, like, have a little bit of practice of gratitude that day, of like, instead of like looking at what's wrong or where we want to be or need to be, it's like take stock of what we have right now, what all the work we've already done. Give yourself a pat on the back and say, thank you for what I have. That's the big gratitude feeling I'm getting. We also got the Cosmic Egg, which is the Divine Feminine card itself. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of ever expanding love. Yeah, this is the goal for the week, is to tap into this feminine energy, this divine feminine energy, and allow it to rise up um, and shine and be seen, right? That's that whole thing of Leo season, is open the heart, shine, be seen, um, raise up that divine feminine energy and allow it to flow through you. I hold the universe within me. It's time for us to start showing that to people. That word was not what I was supposed to say. We also got the rose thread, inner call, soul led, the mystic, living courageously. Also, there's our little sneak in of the divine masculine. It's that courageous Leo energy coming in, saying boldly, giving thanks and being grateful for all the work you've already done and where we've got to. Um, and letting that your divine energy start to shine and show out to the world. This is our inner calling. This is our soul um, expanding and um, awakening, basically, right? Like this is the awakening, the mystic. We're heading into our abilities and really allowing them to shine, get them healed, get them balanced, and put ourselves out there. That's Tuesday. Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah, this kind of feels good. It's like it's it's interesting because I don't always know what I'm going to start out with when I'm reading cards. Um, but then as I started doing this, I'm like, oh yeah, like this is just to point out to everybody like some really quick, easy ways to uh, to work this week and to do your your work. Okay, we got two here for the first one. Oh, I should let me finish. Let me finish shuffling these picking cards. Ooh, two Wednesday. Wednesday is a double header apparently, which means this will be a longer reading. Sorry about that. Oh, did we get Tarot twice? Sorry. Spoiler alert. It's cool. I feel like we need two. Okay. Well, yeah, this is gonna take me a minute to read. Okay. So the first two cards we got is green Tara, which is supreme protection. And it says, you are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitations and trust. We also got the protection guardian. Drop your shields. That's kind of funny because it's kind of like, put your shields up. But actually, no. What it's saying is like, we don't have to, like, I'm not saying energetically, like, don't protect yourself. The way things are going lately, it's a good idea every day to be wearing either the full armor of God or whatever your energy bubble is, because it is, crazy energy comes out of nowhere sometimes. So we want to stay in that protected thing, but not in the way that we're being so defensive and putting up our hand and like, that we're not letting other energy come in or approach us. So dropping your shields is like you don't need to be on guard, but have your protections in place. Like you're not going to drop your shield to the ground and walk away from it. You still have it, but lower it. Lower your protections so that you aren't like pushing everything out. Makes sense? Um, and just know that like trust the universe. The universe is protecting you. The universe has your back. They're cutting cords, things are being done. Um, and just know like it's gonna be fine and you're well protected. And then for the goddess cards, we got, well, we'll do this one first. We got green Tara again. So this is always a really important message then. So the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. So I would say what this is really asking us is to making sure that we're in tune and we're listening. Like if we need to know like what our next step is, we are asking and we are saying like what is it and listening to what the heart says, listening to what your soul says, and then taking action once you've checked in with yourself. We also got Lilith, the first woman. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Yeah, so this is just really making sure on Wednesday that we're checking in. We're not being so like defensive and protected, that we're not uh, letting energy in and able to integrate it and understand it. So it's just, again, it's this week seems to be about making sure we're in alignment, we're balanced, and we're doing the checks and balances, making sure that everything, you know, is in place, right? Okay. We also got healing is happening. So still, yeah, I knew this week would still be a bit of like healing, especially after the last week of like a lot of people seem to have been having deep soul searching. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. That's also that quality of dropping our shields is like instead of being hard and rigid and not allowing anything in, we need to soften a bit, lower the shield. We're not getting rid of it. We're still protected. But some energy needs to be looked at and we're we're so like resistant to it that it's not able to reveal some stuff to us. So we got to soften a bit. We also got the Great Mother. Surrender to the mystery. Fall into her arms. So yeah, a big part of that, like dropping your defenses, is surrendering a little bit and trusting. You have to trust that the universe. It's a trust fall. It's a trust fall into the mother's arms, and you're always going to be caught. So we just have to allow that to happen. So that's Wednesday. Surrender a little bit. Drop those shields. Lower those shields. See what energy is trying to come in. And on to Thursday. Whew. Okay, it's definitely that one. I'm just gonna drop it though. That's the problem. So much fun. Okay, Thursday, Thursday. Yeah, it's interesting too. When I was not able to do Holding Space Sunday, it was really interesting because energetically, like I said, I was already, oh my goodness, I had already like just really worked too hard and just didn't have it in me. But I just want to like just give you guys like a little glimmer of hope. The ladies that I did the readings for, we did them where they're really good friends, and so they were all at the tables together listening to one another's, and everyone's of course was different, but it was interesting though because the theme was that they are supposed to start to be coming together. So the reason I wanted to share that is that we're definitely spending, it looks like this week is again more self-work and self-care, but the calling is starting to come for us uh, to work our energy in our groups. So getting ourselves in alignment and right first, and then I would say by Lionsgate, it might be really important to have your like-minded sisters and brothers around you, because it feels like we're meant to start then taking that personal energy and bringing it together to work together. So I just like that's sort of the channeling that I got over the last couple of days. So wanted to share that with you. So do the work on yourself this week, because eventually we need to start amping up this energy by coming together. So we got the High Priestess for Thursday. Harness mystic power. Um, that's just start really tapping into that divine feminine, your intuition, your heart chakra, your love, and start work, find ways to work magic with it, because it's all there. Um, it's all there for us right now. That's what I'm hearing. And so it's time to start. Um, it's time to start. Because with the next card we got is White Buffalo Calf Woman, the prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. That's just beautiful. We should just all put that on our wall to see every morning. The path of love is true abundance. This is also good though, because this, to me, this is like, okay, you guys are there. We're here. It's like the energy is ready to go. There's not too much we have to do. It's just some fine tuning and making sure that everything's healed and taken care of. We got two here at the end. We got the breathing rose, heart healing, emotions, connection, time eases. That's also what I feel too, is like in the last little while, like time is like, I mean, for years and years, time feels like it's speeding up. And like, how are we already at the end of July? Like this is insane. Um, I feel like now from like as we get into this Lionsgate corridor. We're already in it, but that it's not to say that it's going to slow down, but it's going to come in a little more with ease and grace. So, especially if you've got your feminine balance going. We also got the return, a new story. You decide, alignment. Man, this video is going to be called alignment. It's coming together. Yeah, it's exactly like what I thought it would be for this week. Is like it's just us um, assessing everything we've already done, all the work we've done, recognizing it, starting to use it, and really expanding it, particularly the heart chakra energy. All right, that's Thursday. All right, let's see what's going on Friday. This is the exciting thing is that, you know, sorry, they're talking outside the window. Hopefully it's not too distracting. But it's just way too hot in the city right now to close the window. Well, I mean, I should probably have it closed. It would probably cool it off. I don't know. I never know how it works. We don't have AC, so. It's funny. I'm getting for Friday. It's um, I'm getting the impression of go out, go out, do something fun. I don't know why, but let's see. Okay. Um, so for Friday, the first thing we got is charity card, prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. Okay, so yeah, if there's still some stumbling block as you're working through these energies, I feel like this is kind of funny because this is Friday and they're saying this is Friday morning. Take 5 minutes to contemplate your week and where you're at. And if there's still anything you need or anything that needs to be healed, ask and it will be done. But spend like just a few minutes at some point in your day in contemplation or prayer and ask for what you need. Oh my gosh, I'm not even going to try to say that. Vajrayogini, the essence of all the Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Interesting. Okay, that kind of goes back to the first card too, because so there's something still left for each of us that we're needing to see tangibly. So whether that's how our intuition is working or we need some physical abundance of something, um, is like they're just ask for it, and then they are going to provide so that we can tangibly see the results. And this all happens. This is like they're saying this happens Friday. So just ask, and the resolution by the end of the day, the liberation. Um, yeah, interesting cards. We also got the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. Yeah, it's feeling like there's like a gift coming. Um, we're still a little bit in that doubting phase. And they're just like connect with source, didn't it say connect with heaven, source, universe, whatever you want to call it. Have a good conversation with the universe on Friday and ask for whatever that like I said, it feels like it's just one small piece that's missing for you so that everything clicks into place in full alignment. What is that last one little thing you need? Ask. Ask for it for your guides and the universe, um, and watch it manifest. It's coming. It's the second chance. It's like new possibilities, and that's the thing too. Is like make sure you're not asking for old way stuff. Make sure you're like focusing on new way stuff. Okay. All right, that's Friday. All right, taking a look at Saturday. Yeah, I want that. I was like, it's coming out. It's funny, I saw that at the beginning on the bottom of the deck, and I wondered. So definitely the presence of Mother Mary. Yeah. Ooh, the presence of the Marys, let me say. You'll see what I mean in a second. All right, and let's get one. So Saturday. Saturday. Okay. First up is Mother Mary. Love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Don't know who that pertains to. But I think overall this is choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. This could also just be, feminine relationships that need some healing too. Um, Overall, what I'm getting from this is just like it's almost more like just Saturday. Just allow it to be what it is, and be in that energy of expanded love and peace. We also got the other Mary, Mary Magdalene, which we just had her feast on Sunday. Was the feast of Mary Magdalene, the 22nd, and that's initially too why I started pulling out the feminine cards, the divine feminine cards, because that day that's what I was going to do for holding space, but obviously didn't get to it. So the card for Mary Magdalene says, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. So this is just saying, here we are, guys, choosing peace, choosing love, and this is who we're meant to be and where we're meant to be. We are fully human, but we are also a divine being. So kind of fun for Saturday. I think it's just Saturday feels like affirmation day of like I'm good enough and here I am and I am love. We also got the sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, self-care. So still on the vein of like, really nourishing. And again, this says water, but this is the waters of our body. Like, so making sure, we are drinking enough water. This is like the energy of love, like really sitting in that energy of love and peace at heart chakra and knowing that you are the divine. That is Saturday. Okay, I am going to read Sunday because I know for sure I'm not getting to Holding Space Sunday this weekend. I'm volunteering at our Folk Fest, and I do massage for the artists, and it between that and staying up late to see some of the shows and stuff, and then getting home around midnight, I know I'm like completely worn out. Um, but so there will definitely not be Holding Space Sunday. It might be a struggle for me to even do the read for Monday. I'm just laughing because like it's funny. I've that blanket's always there, but it just really seems it's drawing so much attention to the heart. So that this reading has been about just expanding that heart chakra energy and making sure all our other chakras are in alignment, that we're grounded, um, all of it. All right, Sunday. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, interesting. Okay, Mother Earth, Gaia is up first. Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth and stay grounded. Isn't that interesting? Because we kind of got that message at the beginning of the week too, or the overall of the week is the Earth Magic card, right? So again, as soon as we start to get stuff like that, is like nature, nature, nature. So Sunday, if you can go and directly connect with Mother Earth somehow, I'm going to be down on by the river, so I'll put my feet in the grass, bare feet in the grass. Um, yeah, well, the weather's nice if you're watching this in North America. Um, go outside, earth, ground, just get connected to Mother Earth. That's super important with our heart healing. So, and it's funny because we got the cosmic egg again. Did we have that on Monday as well? I can't remember now. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever expanding love. So yeah, it's just saying like again, our goal this week is that self-care, but it's our alignment and our um letting our heart chakra expand. Leo season, Venus retrograde, heart awakenings. So really being grounded and allowing that heart energy to open and see what unfolds. We also got, I've never had this card, Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning and teaching. That's a good place to be. So it's like we're gonna open. It's kind of coming up with that. That's the card from yesterday too. That second chance thing. It's like new possibilities are there. They're already there. We just need to, instead of opening our eyes to see, we need to open our heart to see what the next steps are. So hidden in plain sight means it's there. It's already it's there. We're just not at the right perspective to see it. So what we want to do then is really figure out how we expand and open our heart enough that we start to see and can utilize these gifts and abilities, and that we're learning and teaching new things. So yeah, that's kind of an exciting week. That's Sunday. Um, let's sum it up. All right, let's sum up this week and see the overall. By the time we've spent this week opening our heart chakra, balancing and aligning our other chakras, being grounded, being present. Yeah, we got the Magician. So that which I create in the world returns to me. So by the end of the week, really like, and from yesterday, that's tangible gift being shown or given to us, and then learning and teach or getting some teaching or teaching others how we all use this gift and expand it. So stepping in magician, it's your magic, starting to work your magic, earth magic, right? Getting down to earth and like starting to use these new gifts and energies that are coming in for us and start shining on this planet. What else did we get? Okay. I never know how to read this card. Time machine. Um, hmm. It is a root chakra card. So again, it's just, it's like it's that card from Sunday. Do I have it? The Sub Rosa mysteries. I feel like yeah, we're learning. Like to me, this is like the pyramid. There's a Stargate. Um, so it's not necessarily that we're going back or forth in time. Um, but it's just like I feel like we're starting to reveal more truth is being revealed to us about just how powerful we actually are, and how we utilize this kind of energy throughout time and space, right? Um, yeah, I know it's a tricky one to read, but I just feel like this is just more confirmation of seeing tangible results about what our magic really is, and um, what our abilities really are, and what we can manifest, and that we can manifest anything that we want, right? Um, yeah, interesting week, interesting energies. We got two for the portal cards. We got the central sun, abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. Great place to be. Anytime I pull a sun card, the solar flares have been pretty consistent. So by the end of the week, they'll probably amp up again. Just know those ones might feel a little bit much because, again, we're getting more and more downloads and all the time and awakening to this magic, right? We also got star gathering, stars aligned, remembering home, and soul family. Yeah, see, this is what I talked about, like I think at the beginning, is that Monday all the way through most of the weekend, it was a lot more about work on self manifestation, all abundance, bringing in all those energies, tuning up our chakras, aligning them, really shining out who we are. But by the end of the week, again, like I told that story of the reading I did, is that everybody has their all individual work to do. So we spend the week doing that, but by the end of the week, and I would say we'll see what the reading is for next week, but heading into next week, bringing those energies together. So getting together with our star families, our soul families, because the calling that seems to be coming, particularly heading up to Lionsgate, which is not a surprise, is that we need to like take all the energy that we have aligned and bring it together, because we need to start working together for this next phase of the shift. So that's the week. Yeah, I hope it's a good one for you. I hope you guys just, I feel like I said at the beginning, there's just little things to do to attune and align. So just taking it easy on yourself this week and taking it easy in general, and just doing those little bit of fine tuning on the energy body and our heart chakra. So um, I guess I'll talk a little bit about Lionsgate here too, because I, um, I like to do it every year. So I'm not sure what it'll look like for what videos I put out, but definitely will be. Uh, I have an 8-part meditation that goes day by day, um, that I did last year. So right now they're just all like down further if you look through my videos. But what I'm going to do instead of re-recording anything, is I'm just going to add them to a playlist day by day. So if you do want to do the 8 days, and I'll remind you again of this in next week's read, because well, it'll be starting August 1st, so which I believe is a Monday. So I'll just be adding day number 1 to the playlist, and then I'll add day number 2 when it's day 2 to the playlist. So if you do want to go on that journey again and do those, that will be starting August 1st to the 8th. Anyway, take care of yourselves. I love you. Yeah, just have a good week, and fill it with love and joy. The Leo season is all about joy. We have been sadly lacking in joy on this planet in our lives recently. So if we can find a way to do that, let's go and shine our light. Have a good week.